Hello, welcome for more interval journeys today. So today we're going to start looking at the minor interval series. We looked at the major scale. Today we're going to look at the minor scale. So to start off with, we're going to look at C minor. So you remember the interval series for a major scale was tone, tone, semitone, tone, 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 semitone. The minor scale interval is the same, but it starts at a different point. So we start off with C, 3rd fret on your A string. And then we need to do a tone, which gives us a D, 5th fret on your A string. And then a semitone, which is a bit different, 6th fret on your A string. That gives us an E flat. Then we need to go up to an F, so that'd be 3rd fret on your D string. And then up another tone to G, which is the 5th fret on your D string. But this time a semitone, so we go up to A flat, which is the 6th fret on your D string. Then we go up to a B flat, which is your 4th fret on your 3rd fret, on your G string. And then finally your octave C again, which is the 5th fret on your G string. And that gives us the C minor scale. All right. Now we're going to look at the different arpeggios you can take from that. So obviously the first one would be C minor, yeah? So as we did before, the notes turn into numbers, the interval, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. First note is always your root, and that is a C, 3rd fret on your A string. Same as the major, same as whatever, you'd always start on the same place if you're starting from the root. All right, then you need your minor third, so this is not a major third, which is your 1st fret on your D string. That gives you an E flat, and then you need your 5th again, which is G, so that's your 5th fret on your D string, and then the octave, which is the 5th fret on your G string, and that gives you, you can hear the difference, there's the major, and there's the minor, so you're flattening that third from E down to an E flat, which gives you that different colour or tone. Some people say happy and sad, some people say more emotional, whatever, but that's the minor sound you're looking for. Also, you'll notice like the interval between like the minor third and the major third is like a fret difference. So if you just do the basic maths on it, the C major, the major third is 2 tones, whereas the minor third is a tone and a semitone. So you're losing that fret, so you're just trying to make it more obvious now where the intervals are getting sort of closer together to get these different sounds. So you're just taking stuff away to get these sounds basically. All right, next one we've got is our C minor 7th. So we're going back to the C minor, but this time we can add our 7th note to it. And you remember from doing the other scales and 7ths that because it's a minor 7th, we flatten the 7th. All right, so your first root would be C again on your 3rd fret, A string. Then your E flat, 1st fret on your D string. G, your 5th, so that would be 5th fret on your D string. And then you'd have your 7th, which is flattened, so it would be the 3rd fret on your G string. That's a B flat. And then your octave, 5th fret on your G string, C again. And that gives you this sound. So the good thing about using extended chords in music is that it gives you more notes to play with as a bass player. So you've gone from having root 3rd and 5th to root 3rd and 5th and 7th, whatever that might be, and root 3rd and 5th, 7th and octave. So when you're writing your bass lines, whatever you're doing, you've got more colours to choose from to create something more interesting, if you want to look at it that way. And the last one we're looking at is a C minor 7 flat 5, which is exactly what it sounds like. It's basically the C minor 7, but instead of having like the normal 5th note in it, we're going to flatten that as well. Trust me, that'll come in handy later on while we're looking at C minor 7 flat 5. Yeah, it'll make sense as we get there. So again, we start with our root, 3rd fret on your A string, and then our E flat, 1st fret on your D string, gives you minor third. This time we're flattening the 5th, so we don't want G, we want 1 fret below, so that's the 4th fret on your D string, a G flat. And then we want the flattened 7th again, which is your 4th fret on your G string, 3rd fret on your G string. Sorry, I'm obsessed with the 4th fret today. 3rd fret on your G string is your B flat. And octave is your 5th fret on your G string, C again. And that gives you this sound. Really interesting sounds to play with. It gets more interesting as we go along, and you get more creative with it as well. So those are the arpeggios from the minors now. We've looked at majors with extended notes, 7ths, and we looked at minors now, and also looked at flattening the 5ths and changing the intervals about. I just want you to be obvious to you that all we're doing is, making the intervals closer together. So a minor is dropped down, it's flatter, the 3rd's just flatter, 1 note down. For a major, it's 1 semitone up, and the flattened 5th, take a semitone down. For a normal 5th, maybe that semitone back up again, that distance between the root and what note you're going to. Also, be sure to check out the PDF guides, because they're on the bottom of all these different exercises I've looked at in tab form or music, depending on what you like. Everything works. So if you like tab, use tab. If you like reading music, do that. That'll be really good, whatever you've got. And any suggestions anyone's got about anything you'd like to look at, I'll be really interested. If you've got something you're particularly trying to work your way through now, or I've spoken to some people who've got some strange jazz chord charts to look at, and some shapes and things like that we haven't spoken about yet, which we can talk about, which is also interesting. But next we're going to start looking at the circle of 5ths, how chord progressions are created, and then how we can use the arpeggios to compose chord progressions, and then write some really cool bass lines over the top of these things. It's all got to be useful, it's all got to be used, and I just want this to be here for you, to get you playing as quickly as you can, jamming, whatever you're doing, because that's the fun part, yeah. And these are just tools for you to use. Tools, theory, tools, playing, fun, art and soul, yeah. Try and keep that separate in your head, because you'll be a lot better for that, I think, anyway. So keep going, yeah.